Hey race fans, welcome back to Drewster Racing. Today I am featuring one of my most recent training rides, and you might be wondering what happened to the Maverick road race footage you promised. Well, I don't have any, so I can sum that up for you. I turned my camera on, and about 30 seconds later I was instantly dropped on the first climb. Not the result I was looking for, and I can make a million excuses, whether it's the weather, fatigue, my training, but I'm not going to make those excuses. I got to give it up to the guys that were strong enough. Um, Huge shout out to Nate. He finished second overall, and then I believe Leo, one of my teammates as well, finished, I want to say somewhere around fifth. But great job by those two and everyone that made that final break. Extremely tough race. I think I was doing like 600 or 700 watts to start the climb, and I was still getting gapped, and I knew pretty quickly that was not going to be my day. So finished that lap. I can't even remember. I think it's like an 8 mile lap or so. But finished that first lap, did another lap, and just called it a day. Yeah. Wanted to still bring you a video since I haven't been able to put anything out. There haven't been any races in the last few weeks, so wanted to feature a training ride, and this is our Wednesday Worlds ride. Pretty small group today. Normally we get anywhere from like 10 to 20 guys out for this ride, but it's an absolute hammerfest. And yeah, I titled this video "How to Get Fast," and this is exactly, at least for me, this is the best way to get fast. Riding with guys that are much stronger than me. In this group, again, small group, just 4 guys, including myself. In front of me, you have Jabez, who's the Colorado Category 1 Criterium State Champion. He's an absolute monster, has a great sprint, can navigate a pack really well, can even climb. Just a really strong all-around rider, can really do it all. In front of him, you have Austin, another extremely strong Category 1 rider. And the rider behind me, Nate, our guy that got second at the Category 3 Maverick race, another extremely strong rider. He's been putting in huge hours this off-season and is extremely fit. He's targeting a healer right now, and I'm pretty excited to see what he can do down there. But yeah, this is how you get fit. You ride with guys that are much stronger than you, and you can't be afraid to get dropped. I know I mentioned that in one of my previous like how to get into crit racing videos. Don't be afraid to get dropped. I know on this this ride, it's like 22 miles, and I usually get dropped a couple times. I'll get dropped on the 2 main climbs that are about halfway through this ride, and then we have a climb at the end that I usually get dropped on, and then even sometimes on the flats. I mean, right now I'm in Jabez's wheel doing, high threes, sometimes 400 or so watts just to keep up, and that's an extremely difficult effort. Yeah, I mean, this is how you do it. You ride with the strong guys. So if you ever have the chance to ride with A riders and you can safely navigate in a group or a pack, highly recommend it. Don't opt for the B or the C ride. Just ride with the A guys, get dropped, get stronger, learn. And that's how you do it. You get a couple rides like this in each week. You're going to be very fit. You're going to be race ready. Honestly, these rides are harder than the Category 3 and Category 4 races that I've done in the past. These guys are extremely fit. I mean, right now, I'm doing like 600 watts. I think we're hitting close to 40 miles an hour. So we're moving, and it's a hard effort for the full 60 to 70 minutes. All right, so skipping ahead to the first climb, not terribly long, maybe a touch under a mile. Takes anywhere from I think 3 to 4 minutes. And I know I'm already dying right now, and I have no chance at sticking with the group on this climb. So I decide I'm just gonna put in a huge dig at the start, just to have a little bit of fun, make the guys think maybe I found some fitness along the way. But I clearly didn't. I hit 600 watts, and yeah, you're just gonna see that number continue to go down shortly. And yeah, I am dropped for the first time today. This is technically a drop ride, but there are a few spots where we do have some regroups, particularly after not this climb, but the next climb, and then near the end. But yeah, that's it for me on this one. It kind of flattens out, and you're going to see the other 3 just casually ride right by me, not even breathing. These guys are absolute monsters. But yeah, let's skip ahead to the next climb. All right, so we're at that second big climb. This one's a little longer, and the guys were nice enough to kind of wait for me. Just kind of slow roll near the top and on the descent. So we are back together. And again, I know I'm going to get dropped, so I'm putting in a hard effort at the start just to, I guess, minimize that gap. Yeah, they're cruising, so I'm doing four or so 100 watts, dropping down to the threes. And yeah, again, I'm not going to be able to hold it. I got absolutely destroyed on the ride out to these climbs, and I've got absolutely nothing left. But yeah, I dropped again for the second time. Still going to put in a good effort just so I can get my workout in, and then hopefully have some time to recover at the top and go for a KOM a little bit later. All right, picking back up, we got this little roller that I really enjoy attacking on. But lately there's this KOM just after this roller I've been targeting. So right now kind of slowing up, giving myself some room so I can take this corner with a little bit of speed. Unfortunately it's kind of tight. There are some cars up ahead. But yeah, there's like this little kicker climb here. It's a 36-second effort, I believe, for the KOM. And my best effort at the moment is 37 seconds. Today I felt pretty fit. I was able to hold down a decent bit of power. Should be a little faster right here. But yeah, I'm unfortunately only able to get, I believe it was like, oh, there goes some power. I was only able to get 38 seconds. I had a little bit of a headwind, nothing too crazy. But hopefully if I can get a day without too much wind, I can nab that KOM. But yeah, it just keeps going here a little bit further. And yeah, holding down that power, but just not going to have enough. 2 seconds off. KOM ends right about here, and that's it. And so does my power. I just completely jump off the gas, and I need like a full 30 seconds to recover. Alright, so skipping ahead to the end. Ride is essentially over, but I decided to challenge the guys to a sprint. So we're gonna see what we have left in the tank, and we're sprinting to the start of the tunnel at the Coors Brewery. And here we go. We're ramping up the watts, and Jabez got a good jump. He's to my right, but unfortunately he dropped the chain and his cleat came loose. He was able to keep it upright. And then right now, I've got a slight lead on Austin, but I'm just not finding enough watts. And as we get closer to the finish line, he's able to beat me by a full bike length. So still some work to do on that sprint. Ideally, I'd like to see between 12 and 1,300 watts at this point in the season. I didn't really have it on this one, but it was a tough ride, so I'll cut myself a break there. Yeah, this is the ride I like to do. This is, I guess, how I like to build fitness. One really hard ride on Wednesday, and then mix in some longer climbing efforts throughout the week, and then give myself some time to recover on like Thursday and Friday before racing. As always, please like and subscribe. I finally have some race footage coming up this weekend. 2 races, CSU Oval Crits and the Cobb Lake Road Race. And then after that, we've got the NOCO Criterium, Buff Gold, Fountain Road Race. So a ton of racing coming up. I think we got like 5 races or so in less than a month. So excited to blow this channel up with some content. See you on the next one. Later.